The 2021 schedule for the Minnesota Vikings is sorta out. So officially it hasn't dropped yet, and I don't want to wait till 6:45 or 7 p.m. on NFL Network to get the full scoop. So this is the consensus, seems to be, of the Vikings 17 game schedule, where they will go obviously 17-0. And if it's wrong, well, we'll make another video. What's wrong about that? So we're going to go through the games. We're going to talk about them. So let's go. Week 1, we knew at the Bengals. The Vikings announced this. Zimmer LSU Bowl, the Riley Reef Trey Waynes Bowl. It's going to be a good time. And I think that this is a good game to get early on, where it's out of conference, on the road, it's sort of whatever. And the Bengals are a rebooting team where they have a lot of youth movement, even though they do have Burrow. Is that knee going to be 100% week 1? I don't know. They do have Jamar Chase in the building, and their offensive line is revamped. They did rebuild their defensive line and pass rush. Trey Hendrickson coming in. So it's going to be a tough game. It won't be easy, but I do like the Vikings' chances week 1 at Cincy. Week 2, out in the desert. So big time in conference matchup early. I think these the Vikings and the Cardinals are two teams that could easily find themselves jockeying for the 7 playoff spots in the NFC. Patrick Peterson revenge game. Hello. He's going to show that he's got just a little bit something left in the tank. And then of course the Cardinals, Kyler and Nuke and JJ. Wow. It's going to be a fun game, man. I like that. Of course, the Cardinals, not the Vikings, are the playoffs now. We'll always have that. How many times will we hear that week? 17,000? I don't know. Week 3, home opener. For the first time in forever, the Vikings are not at Seattle. It's amazing. Russell Wilson, he has receivers. With Lockett got paid. He got DK. Also, Dwayne Eskridge, who I loved, and now I have to just dislike. But offensive line sucks. Their defense is in shambles. I like the Vikings' chances as the home opener as well. Week 4. Got the Cleveland Browns coming in. The Kevin Stefanski Bowl. Let's go. I mean, the Browns are legit, man. So they made a playoff run last year, got knocked out in the division round by the Chiefs. Pretty close game. But I think the Browns are legit Super Bowl contenders. I think Kevin Stefanski is a great leader of men. I think that he will get Baker Mayfield's head in the game fully. Like, just get more consistent. Plus, Darrisaw versus Myles Garrett. It's going to be a hell of a matchup, man. It's going to be a really fun game. 5. The division opener, first division game at Detroit. Say, Detroit, man, this is Super Bowl. Jared Goff and company, Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, and you get to see Penny Sewell. And Penny Sewell is going to be playing right tackle likely, because I think they're going to keep Decker at left tackle. And so if he's at right tackle, if they keep Daniil at left defensive end, that matchup, get it on, man. And hopefully Dan Campbell doesn't bite her kneecaps off on the way out as the Vikings eat a W in the Motor City. 6. At the Panthers. So see what Sam Darnold and company have. I do like what Matt Rule and Joe Brady are building Carolina, especially on defense, man. Matt Rule's defense, they're fun, they're fast, they get after it. Love me some Brian Burns, love me Jeremy Chin. Of course, Vikings, like we know Jeremy Chin last year, 2 defensive touchdowns. And hopefully the Vikings wouldn't have to rely on a Chad Beebe miracle or a Chad Beebe, muff earlier to set up his miracle to win this one. Week 7 bye. So I think it's a really bad beat that the Vikings have that bye so early with the extra week involved. Having that later bye, having a chance to heal up later in the season as bodies get beat up and there's more attrition. It is what it is. Week 8. Halloween, baby. So the Vikings are hosting the Cowboys Sunday Night Football, the first primetime game. And the only thing spooky is the Vikings beating that ass. And yeah, sure, Dallas is legit. They do have Dak back. He's freshly paid, and that ankle's good to go. They have Zeke. They have CD. They have Amari, blah, blah, blah. But the offensive line, the defense, I like it. I like the Vikings shot. Because, hey, at least the Cowboys don't have Andy Dalton anymore. Because then I would be like, Cowboys by 50. But nah. 9, at Ravens. This is going to be a tough one. So, short week because the Vikings are coming off Sunday Night Football. You're traveling to the East Coast. Oh, this is the Kevin Zeitler Bowl. This is the Corey Vedvik Bowl. This is the Yannick the freaking Ngakoue Bowl. Great. Ravens always tough, especially at home. Ooh, this is going to be the Kendricks versus Lamar game. I like it. 10, at Chargers. So, swinging all the way over to the West Coast. So, the Vikings get to see, Rashawn Slater, the other tackle in the draft. So the Vikings get a taste of all the great first-round tackles in the draft. Well, I guess we don't see Alex Leatherwood, which, okay. But with the Chargers, you have the 2020 Offensive Rookie of the Year and the guy who fraudulently stole the award in Justin Herbert. Looking like Rivers Phoenix out here. Whatever. But Vikings out in L.A., Kendricks and Barr going back home. It's a good time. Next up, Week 11, Packers. So you got the Packers at home. Jordan Love and company All right, fine. Maybe it's Aaron Rodgers, maybe not. I don't really care. I think the Vikings can certainly handle their business because the Packers, I don't know what to make of the Packers. Like, if they don't have the octogenarian Aaron Rodgers stirring the drink, I don't really like them even as a playoff team because even though, yes, they do have Bakhtiari, they lost Corey Linsley, and also you look at that defense, I'm sort of whatever. I'm sort of over what the Packers are trying to sell. So, hey, give me the Vikings by 35. Don't really care. Week 12. Tough game out in Santa Clara at the Niners. Now, this could be Trey Lance time, depending what happens with Jimmy G. But this could be no pants for Trey Lance, the pride of Marshall, Minnesota. This could have been the Kirk Cousins Bowl, but I guess not. But that is certainly going to be a tough game. Niners won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. They were ravaged by injuries last year. I think they could bounce back in a big way. They may even run away with the NFC West, even though that's going to be a tough division. Week 13. Got the Lions coming into U.S. Bank Stadium, low-energy Detroit Lions. And I'm sure that the Zimmer Hellfire defense will treat Jared Goff like he has treated Matthew Stafford throughout the years. Just no big deal. Week 14, Steelers, Thursday Night Football, second of 4 primetime games for the Vikings. And Big Ben might be kaput by this time, so you may have Mason Rudolph or Dwayne Haskins under center, which I'm okay with. Now, I love me some Najee Harris, love me TJ Watt as well, love me Pat Freiermuth, but that offensive line is an issue, as well as straight up the middle. I don't know. I think the Steelers can get got. I think their 11-0 season last year, their 11-0 start was a mirage. So, yeah, even though Mike Tomlin is one of the best head coaches in the league, I don't see it happening. Week 15 at the Bears, Monday Night Football. Kirk Cousins never wins on primetime. He did last time in Soldier Field on Monday Night Football. No big deal. Now, I would love to face Dalton, just for the memes, just for the LOLs. But I think this certainly could be Justin Fields' time. And hey, I am certainly okay playing Justin Fields if he has a bad offensive line. Because even though they're going to have Tevin Jenkins probably at left tackle, the rest of that line, besides Whitehair and maybe Daniels, I like my chances. I certainly do, right? And that defense is aging out. Plus, Brian O'Neill completely owns Khalil Mack. So bring it on. Week 16. Got the Rams coming into U.S. Bank Stadium. The day after Christmas, Matthew Stafford comes back into the House of Pain and is probably going to get sacked 10 times and pressured 26 times. All right? So all of this hype, we get to see the Rams Week 16 where all of this hype is like, well, does Matthew Stafford make the Rams a Super Bowl contender? Bah! Print. Send article. No. By this time, I wouldn't be shocked if they're out of the playoffs. Maybe they'll have 6 wins at this point, but send it, baby. What a mess. 17 at Packers. At Lambeau. Oh, the Adam Thielen. Oh, did you know that he said that they have bleacher seats? They do. Nothing that he said was untrue, but a late season game to Lambeau. It's going to be cold. Maybe it's going to be snowing, but the Vikings will have that division on lock. Maybe Kellen Mond starts this game. I don't know. Maybe we get a preview of the future. Who knows? The Week 18 U.S. Bank Stadium, it will not matter. The starters will be resting. The Vikings already have the numero uno seed locked up. And second game of Kellen Mond. Lights him up for 400 yards. He tears them up like a Kleenex at Snot Party. He tears them up like Texas A&M playing Ole Miss. Woo! Bring it on. I love it, man. I love it. But overall, the schedule, you got 4 primetime games, so 4 times for the national media to run haircuts. Be like, Kirk Cousins never wins in primetime. Blah. Plus, you have 4 of the first 6 games on the road. And there are going to be crowds this year, so home field advantage will matter. And then 4 of the last 6 games are at home. I think that's a really big advantage, especially down the stretch of a long season. But hopefully crowds will remain. We'll see what happens later on in the season. But I think that the Vikings are able to navigate the first part of the schedule and are able to take care of their business early. I think having more home games later is going to be a big-time advantage for them. Then you have that nasty midseason East Coast with the Ravens Week 9, West Coast with the Chargers Week 10. I don't know what the Vikings are going to do travel-wise. Like, they're going to be stretched. There's going to be some jet lag. They're really going to have to work things out on that one. And then lastly, 3 of the last 4 games are in division. 2 against the Bears, 1 against the Packers. Maybe that will mean something. Maybe that will mean everything. Maybe that will mean absolutely nothing. Because like we said, I see 17-0. Like, point at 4 losses. It's tough to see. So at minimum, the Vikings go 13-4, wanting some more. That's going to be good enough to win the division. It's going to be good enough to vie for the number 1 seed. So I'm excited, man. I'm pumped. Bring it on. September 12th cannot get here soon enough, but I'm just kidding. Enjoy your summer. Yeah. And then in Cincinnati. Oh, on the hot dish, we'll make Skyline Chili, which Why do they put chili on spaghetti? I mean, chili is great on its own. Spaghetti is great on its own. Why combine it? But whatever. But your thoughts and our thoughts. The Vikings 2021 schedule. Allegedly. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Well, support that work. Pull some of the Venmo. But until next time. Skol. Production value.